They say starting over makes you stronger, but what no one really talks about is the moment you realize that you're definitely tired of being strong. Especially when starting over is not a choice, it's something that life hands you after you've already fought to stay where you were. And so being tired of pushing through, tired of holding things together, and 1,000,001 questions start to flood your mind. You start to ask and question yourself if you can really start again. I'm not sure exactly how to move from where I am to where I'd rather be, especially when I've been running on empty. But as I stand in the room where my journey began, I'm forced to sit with a part of my story that I honestly never planned for. But then this is where I'm at right now, and this is where the new chapter starts. Having to restart, having to start over, start from scratch, whatever you want to call it, it can be emotionally heavy, especially because there is no momentum yet. So you kind of have to kickstart, if that makes sense. There's like, well, let me not generalize, but then there's fear, there's uncertainty, there is a little bit of pressure if you choose to put pressure on yourself, which of course I feel is normal, because you are trying to start from scratch and you have somewhere now that you're looking at to get to. But I mean, personally, I have tried my best to not put myself under any pressure at all, but I can't just do it. I put a little, just a little just a little pressure on myself, and so I'm having to deal with all of these emotions because they all sit in the same place. You're feeling everything at the same time while you're choosing to start. I'll give you guys a bit of backstory about me. What a lot of people don't know about me is the fact that sometime in, I think, 2021, I decided to move to Lagos. I rebelled. I said, you know what? I'm going there. Lagos is the influencer hub of Nigeria, of course. If you want to make it, well, I don't want to generalize, but that's where most of the influencers are, in Lagos. And so you can be an influencer anywhere. That's why I said I didn't want to generalize it. You can be an influencer and succeed anywhere in Nigeria. So I felt like, oh, I need to go to Lagos and this is my opportunity. NYSC back then, you know. And I went there and my reality was nothing compared to the dream. I promise you, it was nothing compared to the dream. I was broke. I couldn't afford to furnish my apartment. I couldn't do the things that would make you, you know, the influencer that I, at least at that time, wanted to become. So I couldn't even go out, you know, because I was damn broke. And I was so thin. I wasn't eating properly. I slept on the floor. I couldn't get a bed frame. That floor became my everything. I ate there, I slept there, I worked there, I filmed there, I watched movies there, until one brand saved my life and gifted me a table, which I then used to film my videos as my backdrop and my background. But in the midst of all of that, I lost my hair. I had to restart my natural hair journey from scratch. And I felt in that moment, oh, this was a setback to, you know, my influencing and content creation career, because how do I create content now that my hair is gone? I picked myself up again and I filmed the video of how I cut my hair, let go of the heat damage, and that video did numbers and it resonated with a lot of people. So yeah, I've had to restart parts of my life, not once. Different seasons, different reasons, different versions of myself. This version right now is very different. I promise you, very, very different. So I've had to restart more times than people realize. And so when people tell me, oh, you're a strong girl, I hear it, because when you hear stories that I have to tell, you would be like, are you sure you're not one of God's strongest soldiers? Because yeah. But then the truth is, I am tired of constantly or continuously having to be strong. You know, I don't want to have to keep proving resilience. I'm looking for a soft place to land. I want to be able to experience life. I want to be able to live life, not just exist, but actually live and thrive and not lose myself in the process of doing that. So if you are someone out there who is starting over, maybe in a place where you never expected yourself to be in ever again, maybe you are starting over quietly, whatever it is, I want you to know that you are not a failure. You have done, if anything, you have been brave to do something, figured out that it wasn't what it seemed to be. It doesn't mean that you failed. You've tried. A lot of people are not trying. So if you try, give yourself a pat on the back for trying something that you always wanted to do. And when it didn't work out, the fact that you are even considering starting over tells a lot about you. Whatever you're thinking about, oh, maybe I failed, it's a lie that is happening in your head, okay? And I know how hard it can be to pick yourself up from a dark place. As much as people, talk about, speaking up, while that helps, it helps to talk to someone, it helps to speak up to someone, get therapy, get yourself out of that dark place. But none of that is going to work if you do not decide to intentionally pick yourself up from the dirt and hope again. And it can be hard, and it's not a switch, right? I'm not saying it's a switch. It will take some intention and some time, but try as much as possible to pick yourself back up again. I'm still in the process of doing that. I haven't completed that process, but you have to consciously and intentionally pick yourself up. Sometimes you might not even feel like doing anything. That's fine, but please pick yourself up again. You can build again. You can definitely build again. By God's grace, we can do this. You can go again to the next thing. So moving forward, I have been asking myself the question of, Debbie, what is next? Over the years, right, I've done beauty, I've done lifestyle. In terms of beauty, I'd say natural hair is part of that. So beauty, natural hair, lifestyle, content creation, tips for content creators, and then now adding to that, travel. So in as much as I have all of this, and these are things that I have done consistently in the past as part of my content, and I've found a way to tell stories with my content. I've told stories with my hair. I've told stories with my life. I've told content creation stories as well. Word on the street right now, I hear that I tell good stories, and I kind of agree. Because I can see it in how people connect, how people respond, and how they stay with my content. So I'm very grateful that you also choose to stay with my content. This next chapter of my life is going to be the chapter where I will lean into what I am already, good at doing, and I am open to partnering with brands so that I can be able to do more of that on a larger scale. And the brands that I'm looking to work with are brands from different sectors: beauty, hair, tech, I'm a tech girl, okay? Put me in front of a system with an editing software and I'm in my happy place, okay? Put me with lights, put me with my phone, put me with whatever is techie, and I would be thriving right there. I am putting myself out there and I am going to pitch myself, and I will pray that my content speaks for itself. So while I am doing this, working with brands, I am also going to be building my brand, and you're going to be here for it, okay? So expect things from me. I am working on a couple of projects. It's going to be for content creators as well, and content creation fires me up. I've sat with myself long enough to know that that is what sparks something in me, and I also love to share content creation tips. So if you are a creator, this space is where you would want to be, okay? Look around, look at my content back then, how I used to teach. You're gonna eat, okay? You are going to eat if you're a content creator and you want to stay in this space. I also wanted to just say a very big thank you. I am so grateful for the encouraging words, the kind words, the prayers, the messages, the emails, for sharing your own story as well. For those of you who have walked in the shoes that I'm currently in right now, and you know, you got your dream location, you got your dream life, you got the dream job, you know, things worked out for you, and you share that gave me strength. Honestly, that gave me strength. I'll be very real with you, because when I came back, it wasn't like a switch like this that I could just turn off and turn on and move to the next thing. I stayed on that video for about 2 weeks because I couldn't even bring myself to edit it, and eventually I picked up my camera to film the extras that I added to the video. When that video went up and I saw the comments, listen, it was a big push. The encouraging words, everything got to me, and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please support your girl by subscribing, by liking, by sharing, by commenting, and let's see where this new chapter takes us. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. Bye, guys.